Hey everybody, want to Wisdom here, 5:27 a.m. I am tired and getting cold here. I guess the cold front came through. That said, fitting in here, basically these next two recordings are going to wrap up our introductions, if you will, on our SkylandersSWAP characters. Fittingly enough, we've gone through just did Hoot Loop and Enchanted Hoot Loop, and EHL is still on the portal there. Gonna come in now and do Night Shift. Night Shift character I've really enjoyed thus far. I haven't really done much with him, but he's got a cool background story, and I think he's gonna be quite a bit of fun, at least in my opinion. Now, something I'm gonna do here, pay attention to that Skylander right there at the top of the pause menu. Gonna pull Enchanted Hoot Loop, and it goes away. Cool thing is the game doesn't get mad at us. I'm gonna actually put Night Shift on the Portal of Power. And this is literally like the Night Shift. We're going to go ahead and back out of here so you can see his cutscene.
Roll with the punches.
Alright, so he's been used like slightly. Probably battle mode with my nephew. Pretty low health, we'll cover that here in a second. What I want to do, this is what he looks like. Again, the characters will be much bigger in the game. You kind of have like a high distant angle here in Woodborough. Nope, proper form there, guard in the face. What does he look like when he jumps? It looks like that, pretty much straight up. It is cool, he kind of like jumps with a fist in the air, so at least props for that. Primary attack with our Y button here on the Wii U. 24, he's rapid firing. You saw the 36 there, right, left, just changing. Secondary attack is going to be the A button. Really fast. If you remember, Hoot Loop actually does damage like 26 when he teleports near an enemy box stock. Night Shift doesn't have the portal, you know, but he, is really fast. It's noticeably quicker. Very handy, and I'm sure going to come in for our story and stuff coming up. Now, what we're going to do, we'll actually come in here, we're going to go to Skylander.
I could be a
I'm sorry, we're not. We're going to go to Collection. Back over here, Spyro's head down to Undead. Here's Night Shift, kind of washes out there. Roll with the punches, that is his slogan. He's obviously Undead element, teleport is his ability. Let's read that bio. This is a pretty long one, but a good story. From high up in the gloomy Bat Crypt Mountains, that'll come back here shortly. Night Shift was a full-fledged baron and heir to great fortune. One day he decided to leave it all behind and pursue his dream as a prize fighter. It wasn't long before Night Shift became the undefeated Phantomweight champion of Skylands, famous for his massive uppercut and for having once bitten an opponent in the ring. Unfortunately, a rule change made teleportation illegal, and Night Shift was forced to give up his belt, officially ending his career as a boxer. Crestfallen over being disqualified from a sport he loved so dearly, his spirits picked up when he was sought out by Master Eon, who told him that his skill as a fighter could be put to great use as a member of the Skylanders. So, pretty interesting story there. One of my dream matchups, Night Shift versus Terrapin. Would be interesting to see how that one panned out. Granted, you know, teleportation's illegal, but hey, you know, what are you gonna do? We'll back out of here now. Get back to Skylander. Now we're actually
My
gonna go there.
scorecard is frightening.
Like his voice, it fits him, it fits the background story. No complaints on that. And elemental power is skewed a bit because it's plus 10 today, you know, in the game. So max health 200. I think that is the lowest of the swappers that I remember. Don't hold me to that just yet, but just at least here in this recording session it is. Speed 35, however, with that teleport ability, I mean, he's like a rocket with that. Armor is 4. Also very low there. Critical hit 8. I'd say that's respectable. We'll back out now. We're actually going to take a look at the upgrades. This is the money, if you will. Everything I talk about until I tell you otherwise, this is going to be top end specific. Pretty cool animations there while we wait. Alright, what he has right now, 1-2 punch. I think it was dealing 24-36. Press Y to punch nearby enemies with enormous boxing gloves. You've seen that. It works very well. Now, first purchased upgrade. Saw this at E3 when I was filming for a few people. Vampire's Bite. Press X to bite enemies and regain some health. What was that? Regain some health? Yes, that is real, and that's with his first freaking upgrade. I mean, that's pretty significant stuff there. Kind of see that with a couple of the other undeads, and of course a few of the life as well. Now, second purchased upgrade, Sting Like a Bat. Punching does increased damage. Give him the old 1-2 combo. We're gonna follow that up. The third purchased the third purchased upgrade before you pick a path. Don't move, just stick. Hold Y to charge a punch, released to deal a massive uppercut to enemies. This looks really cool. Also saw it at E3. Now, get to a point you've got to pick a path. You can go basically right here, impact the tertiary with proper vampire path, or you can come down here and you can address your primary with champion fighter path. We'll take a look at proper vampire path. Vampire Bite deals damage over time to its target. That is followed up with a vampire healthy appetite, vampire bites, good lord. To my credit, it's like 534 now. Vampire's Bite deals more damage with extra healing. Pack on the pounds. Okay, that was ridiculously complex. Coming down here, Champion Fighter Path, might take that one just because it's easier to read. Prize Fighter, hold Y to charge a punch. Release to do an uppercut that causes enemies that are hit to take damage and drop money. This is cool. This is unheard of in Skylanders. Hadn't had anything like this yet, and as you should know, that gets me excited. We'll follow that up with Payday, following up obviously on Prize Fighter. Prize Fighter gives more money. Don't spend it all in one place like Mo Money and Mo Pro. That's pretty clever. So you get more money with Payday, but don't spend it all in one place like Mo Money and Mo Problems did. So Night Shift's apparently got some swagger to him, and he's a cash cow, and he regenerates health. Initial thoughts, I will probably let Legendary Night Shift take the Champion Fighter path. That's just Vampire path might like deal more damage or something crazy, but I believe that fits in well. Plus, it looks like if the gloves do turn to gold, that would actually work really well for Legendary. So, looks like we got that figured out. Soul Gem for the top half. We're not done. If that wasn't impressive enough, he's got a Soul Gem, and then he's got a whole entire bottom end to go over. Soul Gem, though, for the top half is called Gentlemanly. All attacks do increase damage at full health. Quite sporting of the enemies to miss so often. Yes, quite. Hard to explain, but I mean, there's just something appealing about Night Shift at this point in time. We're going to back out of here, take a look at the bottom, the legs, the lower end shift, the half with the base, the half with the teleport sign. Whatever you need to know it as, just know anything we read from this point forward relates to the bottom. So, what we have to begin with is Ethereal Shift. This thing is insanely fast. You saw it doesn't deal damage at this point in time, but it is quick and effective for evading enemies or getting in position to attack. Press A to turn into mist and teleport a short distance forward. Very cool. First purchased upgrade, Float Like a Vampire. Press A to teleport and shoot out a projectile that damages nearby enemies. Second purchased upgrade, Foggy Movement. Speed is increased, become faster than an old fogey. They just used fogey, it doesn't get much better than that. Third purchased upgrade, a Batty Coach. Now this looks interesting. A bat ally prevents being defeated one time. What a great... Huh. If that does what it literally says it does, that's pretty incredible. Gonna have to try this out, but we'll probably come in like a boss there. It's best to do this at, low levels so you don't have like massive health you have to lose first. But wow, I mean, if he like gets to 10 health, takes a hit that did 20 damage, and he doesn't die, I don't know if they're implying that he's actually just, like gonna be like, oh, should be dead, but I'm not. You can pull me off the portal and get your dare taken care of, or if it's just like, oh, he should be dead, but hey, he's back to full health now. If that's the case, that is insane. Even if it just saves him, if there's like any sort of a time delay or notice that you could pull him and get someone else on before you like lose out on your dare, it's still a pretty big deal. All that, and we've got to pick a path. The bottom end, we've got Warping Vortex Path. This basically addresses like his, teleportation type stuff. Begins with the Vortex of Doom. You can never go wrong when Doom is mentioned in a title. Kind of like Whirlwindish, if you will. Press A to teleport and create a large vortex that pulls in enemy. This is really cool. Goes in well not only with one, the teleportation, but two, the undead aspect of Night Shift. Second upgrade is going to be Close to Doom. Again, awesome names here. Vortex of Doom now deals damages to enemies. Doom, basically chaos. This guy is, I'm really glad he's got a legendary version, because again, you're going to want to take both paths. Really unique, and that's one of my big things, is just how unique this is. Bottom end, if you take the bottom path here, for the bottom end, it is called the Underbat path. Round 2, a baddie coach, that was our last purchased upgrade there, now gives a health boost when returning from defeat. Okay, so question now is it like plus 20 over max health, or is it just like, okay, you died but you're back, here's 10 health, or is it going to be 100? We're basically going to have to buy it and investigate. Following that up is Luck of the Underbat. A baddie coach can be used twice. Wow. And each time you would get the health boost. So if you're struggling, my advice to you, get Night Shift to level 20, get some money, buy all his upgrades, take the Underbat path, and go to town. That's probably, if you can't get past things with that, you probably have some problems, because this is quite new, unexpected, and impressive. That said, there's still more. He's got a soul gem for the bottom end. It is called Grand Entrance. You can find it in Motleyville. Slows down nearby enemies when appearing. Good grief. Night Shift, I don't know if he's going to do a lot of damage, if it'll get much better than, but just reading these upgrades, I am very impressed, very intrigued. I think he is quite a promising character, and I think if people start to realize this, he is probably going to become very hard to find. So keep that in mind if you see this before that happens. I said, let's take a look at his quest. This should be interesting. I'm interested in his primary one. Okay, first 6 pretty much generic. Defeat 1,000 enemies, eat 15 pieces of fruit, non-story mode with full health, 10 PvP, totally maxed out. I'm a big fan of this. If you don't like his base, primary, secondary attacks, this encourages you to get all of his upgrades and then see what you think. So props for that. 7,500 elemental damage. Now, undead specific, these last 3 we really want to pay attention to. This one is called Witherer. Defeat a total of 25 life spell punks. Main thing there, just remember when you see a life spell punk, don't hesitate to switch to undead. Back from the Brink. Defeat a boss while at critically low health. This is probably really easy to do with Night Shift if, what was it, Call of the Baddie? A baddie coach, I think. If baddie coach doesn't like regenerate full health or give you above full health, it's just like plus 20 or something. Simple to do with him. Now, Night Shift's personal quest is coming up. Can't wait to see this one. King of the Ring. Hit 10 enemies at once with your giant uppercut punch. I'm assuming that's like the final purchased upgrade for the top half, if I'm remembering correctly. So, very cool character, I have to say. I am intrigued by Night Shift, primarily because he sounds awesome. This is one of those deals where, again, I am stoked there's a legendary version, because that will let us explore both paths. We can kind of do a complete comparison that way, mix and match, if you will. I'm not really sure about Proper Vampire. If that does insane damage, I mean, that'll make him just like a must-have for everyone. Yeah, I haven't said that in a while, but I mean, truly, that will be quite impressive. He's generating money. He can come back from the dead twice. He teleports. He teleports really fast. I don't know. I just think he's going to be a very, very solid character. So I think earlier tonight, Daphne had tweeted, said she'd really like Night Shift. You can see why. I think anyone that takes the time to play Night Shift or upgrade him is going to probably like him. So that said, I'm going to quit rambling. I am pretty tired. It's almost 5:45. Like, I should be pretty well on time for a 6 a.m. bed. But gonna introduce Legendary Night Shift. It will basically be redundant, but like I said, some people aren't gonna look for Night Shift. They just want to specifically see Legendary. So that's why it's a standalone video. But that said, thank you for watching. I'm going to quit rambling here. Make sure you're subscribed. That'll keep you up with all the latest. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thank you for watching, and I will be back to introduce Legendary Night Shift, as if he needed to get any better. Stay tuned for that, and again, thanks for watching.